guys, Future Evy here because I did forget to film a quick intro for this vlog. So this vlog will be my 2-week Mediterranean cruise. And I will be splitting this up into 2 parts only because I feel like it's just going to be one really big video and I really don't want that, so I'd rather just split it into 2 parts. So yeah, if you want to know what cruises are like, if you've never done one, or you're planning a European trip and you don't know where to go and you want some ideas, I think this will be a very great video to watch. We did do 9 different ports with I think 6 different countries. I could be wrong. But yeah, I really enjoyed my time. So just keep on watching and make sure you subscribe. And let's get into this great vlog that I really enjoyed doing. Oh my goodness, I look like absolute trash. And that is because we just finished our day off in Santorini, and oh my life, it was very hot, and when we got there we had to go to the top. We had to go up the donkey trail, and the wait to like go on the gondola was about 3 hours long. We're like, we're not gonna wait 3 hours, so we ended up paying 10 euros each to go on a donkey, which was absolutely terrifying. If I'm being honest, that donkey ride was really scary because like the donkeys were also really tired, but like to go up those stairs, it was actually going to take it out on us because it was a really hot day as well. But it was actually really beautiful once we actually got up there. I'll definitely insert some videos on what it looks like there. It was absolutely beautiful. Greece is definitely a really beautiful country, of course. And when we went to a gift shop, I like said thank you in Greek to like the shop lady, which is evykassiotes, and like her face just like lit up. It was really cute. And yeah, we went to a place called Fida, so that's where we started, and then we went to Oya, which is like where a lot of like the beautiful houses are and the nice hotels, which I definitely wish I was in one of those hotels, but they just look so beautiful. And then on the way back, oh my goodness, the gondola rides again were so long, but this time I think the lines were about 4 hours long. So we ended up going down the donkey trail, and I don't think I've ever sweat so much in my entire life, and my knees and my legs were just shaking and aching. So it was about a half an hour, no sorry, it was a 20-minute walk down, but my feet are just dead. We're just covered in sweat. I'm like dry now, and I cannot wait to jump in the shower. So that was day 2 in Santorini. We landed yesterday in Athens, but unfortunately we didn't actually have enough time to do anything. We literally got to the airport. From the airport we came straight to the cruise ship, which was a bit sad. I was really hoping we'll have a couple of days in Athens, but my main thing was I really wanted to have a gyros in Greece, and I had a gyros today and it was actually pretty good. My only complaint was I wish the sauce was actually tzatziki, because that would have just made it so much fresher and nicer. I was like mayonnaise instead, and I'm just like, would have preferred tzatziki. That would have been more Greek. But yeah, day 2 done, Santorini done, and tomorrow's a sea day, and then we're in Kotor. So I will update you guys on the next port. Bye for now. I'm so dead. 4 hours that we were there, or maybe like 5. That's how many steps we've done. So if that gives you an idea on how much we walked, there you go. Hey guys, welcome. It is officially a day 4 of our Mediterranean cruise, and we are in Kotor, which is in Montenegro, which this place is unbelievably beautiful. The mountains, oh my goodness, I have never seen anything like it. Like, just looking at it, I feel like I'm looking at like a painting. It doesn't look real. It's absolutely beautiful. If you ever have a chance to go, please, the scenery is absolutely stunning. Yeah, it's just a beautiful day. So we only spent a couple hours in the old city, I believe it's called. It's like surrounded by like a wall, and there's like castles at the top, and it's just absolutely stunning. So we just walked around for a bit. We did have lunch, not gonna lie, the Montenegro food, not the best. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever eat it again, but it's whatever, it was just food. But we did get some chocolate from the supermarket, because I feel like every time I go to a city and then there's a supermarket, I really want to try some like sweets from there. So this is candy milk chocolate. So I'm gonna give it a go. So the thing with this is it melted in our bag, and then we just put it back in the fridge, and it's now like hard again. So I'm gonna see what this is like. That is actually really good. It's definitely similar to Cadbury milk chocolate, but I feel like this is creamier. That is really good. I wish I got more of these. So yeah, again today, a lot of walking. I think I did about 14,000 steps today. Nothing like Santorini. I ended up doing 22,000 steps that day. That day was just absolutely horrific in that heat, and the walking was, because it was just really hot. Even today when we were lining up to go back on the tender boat, we were sitting in the sun for like 40 minutes just waiting to go back on. But it was really, really hot, but wasn't as hot as Santorini, that's for sure. But we did see quite a few people, like actually saw one lady pass out. I just feel like people who aren't used to the heat, like there's a lot of people from the UK, Canada and the US on this ship. I think I've only met like 4 other Australians, because I guess it is a very long flight. It was a 14-hour flight to Doha, and then we waited 3 hours there, and then it was another 5 hours to Athens. So it is a lot of flying. So we didn't really expect to meet a lot of Australians, but I think about 80% of the ship is American, and like the accents like really threw me off. Like I watch TV shows, I watch movies that are just like American, but like hearing them in real life, I don't know, it really threw me off. But yeah, again, beautiful city of Kotor. Tomorrow we are in Sicily, which I'm very excited for. Very excited for Italian food. Oh my god, give me the bread, give me the pasta, give me the pizza. I am so damn excited. My biggest concern, I'm really trying to like not let it affect me, but the eating of the food is getting to me. I'm starting to feel like a bit shitty about myself, which I really shouldn't be. Like I'm on holiday, like obviously I'm going to be eating a lot of food, but I'm just trying to be okay with it. Like it's okay to overconsume. You know, I don't know what these people are putting in the food. Like I don't know the macros obviously, and it's doing something to my head, but it's fine. I'm gonna have a good time regardless, and when I get back home, we're just gonna get back on track. That's totally fine. Just 2 weeks of relaxation, kind of, with a lot of walking in between, and lots of good food. So I'll check in with you guys on tomorrow. Actually, I'll check in with tomorrow, tell you about my day, and obviously put in clips. Also, what is with Europe and cats? There is just cats everywhere. It is actually amazing. We saw so many cats today. There was actually a cat museum, which was really fun, which I'll obviously put in clips. So the entry was like €2, and that money goes towards like feeding the cats that are like on the street and stuff, which is so cool. There was just so many kitty cats, and it's just really great to see so many cats around, and they're just so friendly as well. You can just give them a pat and they don't run away, which is cool. Okay, well, day 4 done. Bring on day 5. Hopefully there isn't too much walking involved, but we'll see. It is day 4 and we are currently in Messina. It is at the end of the day. Lots of walking again today, which is to be expected. We didn't have anything planned today. We kind of just went into the city and walked around. What I noticed is this city is extremely hilly. Just hills everywhere. So we walked about 20 minutes up this like, it was hills. Basically hills, and to go to like a church or monastery, I don't exactly know what it is, but like again, I'll have clips in, and I'll put in like what it is that we walked up to. It was closed by the time we got there, because it closed at 12:30, and I think we got there around 1. But just seeing the outside was just amazing. Just like the structures out in Europe are just absolutely beautiful, and just like to see how old these buildings are as well, and just how amazing like the structures are able to keep up with like the environment changing over time. It's just really good to see that this stuff is like able to stay around, and that the people are working hard to make sure that this stuff does last long. What I also noticed is that I am terrified on the streets here. So I literally thought I was gonna die about 50 times. So when you go to cross a street, if there's no lights, actually even if there are lights, you just have to go for it. People are not going to wait for you. If you are waiting on the side to try and cross, they will not wait for you. You just need to keep going. Do not stop, just keep going. So there was this one main street. It was quite a long walk, and like the light went green for us to walk. So we're like, yep, no worries. And cars were turning and almost hit us. I'm like, what is happening right now? The light is red and they're just going for it. And like people were like on their phone, on their scooters, and it was just a mess. And also in Europe, if you do not like cigarette smoke in your face, definitely not a place to go. Literally every second person that you walk past has like a cigarette. It's just, I don't like the smell, but you know, I guess cigarettes and coffee is basically their breakfast here. And a lot of gelato places as well around, and bakeries, so many bakeries. So a few things I've noticed is breakfast is not a huge thing here. Lots of bakeries basically on every corner, and people just walk like everywhere. I feel like a lot of people in Europe probably have, I guess, a bit of a healthier lifestyle because all they do is walk, and they love their carbs. I feel like what's it called? Europe is definitely the carbohydrate continent for sure. So yeah, I am enjoying my time here. Just need to get my legs used to this walking. Like, I do walk a lot at home, but not this much, not to this extent. But you know, it's good. Exercise is good. We love to see it. But yeah, that's basically it. Oh, and we had pizza for the first time. Oh, so good. Just like the cheese was just melted perfectly, and the crust was just perfect. And the food here is so cheap as well. Like, even when we convert it back to AUD, it still comes out so much cheaper than buying in Australia. So I really love that we're able to have such amazing, authentic food for such a great price. So the pizza, definitely worth it. It's definitely a vibe. The streets, not a vibe, because like I said, I literally thought I was gonna die. But yeah, that's basically it. We just walked around, saw a cool looking church, and did lots of steps, and it was really hot too. But yeah, I'm really into the weather, to be honest. It's not too hot, but it is like the end of September, so it's going into autumn here, and I feel like this is definitely a great time to come. I feel like if I was to come during summer, I don't think I would enjoy it because I don't really like the heat, and with the amount of like walking we've been doing, I don't think I would have been able to keep up. So yeah, if you're planning a trip to Europe and you're not too much of a fan of heat, definitely come beginning of autumn, end of summer. So definitely, yeah, but that's basically it. All right, day 4 done. Let's bring on day 5. On day 6 now, so we've got 8 days to go. Yeah, so we're 8 days to go. So almost a week down and a week to go. Starting to get a bit sad that it's already halfway through, but we still have lots to enjoy. So yesterday in Messina, and today we are continuing our time in Italy, and we're in Naples. So today we did 2 guided tours, and we did not expect to do much walking. We kind of thought we were going to be going on a bus, but we actually did about 2 hours of walking altogether and about a half an hour bus ride. So the first half we were walking around Naples, and then we went to this World War II site, I believe it was. So it was basically like an underground, so it was like a castle kind of on the outside, and then inside down the stairs was like an underground bomb shelter that they created during World War II to, you know, keep themselves safe. And just seeing like the stuff, they had like cabinetries with stuff that they found as they were going through and cleaning up these underground areas. Was really cool and interesting to see. And yeah, there's just a lot of history behind it, of course, and it was just really amazing to see what like humans are capable of. Being able to carve out this stuff like from hand is just absolutely incredible. And the way they made the stairs and the building of the outside is they basically so underground was obviously all carved out, and with those rock carvings that they got, they actually created like the outside castle part. So that was really cool. And yeah, just lots of like little artifacts that they were able to find, like I said. And then yeah, so we went down underground. It was honestly so bloody awesome. And then hearing like the tour guide talking about how like it was actually really sad. So like they would say, if, you know, if bombings were going for like 3 to 4 hours, for example, you know, obviously there was like 2,000 plus people in these shelters, and obviously limited bathrooms. So like people would be like standing in like, you know, the urine and the poo. And it was like really, really sad that that stuff had to happen, and just really sad that wars are still happening. But yeah, just really, really cool. And then we had lunch, had pizza again. Just a plain margherita pizza was absolutely delicious. Can't really go wrong with it, and plus I had it in Italy, so that was really cool. And then we had a bus ride and we went to Pompeii. So from what I've heard, you need at least like 2 to 3 days to actually see the entire site, but we only had 2 hours. So we walked around with the tour guide and she was telling us about like, oh, this used to be a house, this used to be a bakery, these used to be shops. And just to think that that was a village with people, and then a volcano erupted and was just underground full of ashes, and they cleared it up. And we also saw like casts of dead bodies as well, and it was just really cool. But yeah, so that was really cool. Lots of history today, so like with the underground bomb shelter and the underground wells, and we also learned how they got water from like the mountains and stuff, and then seeing Pompeii was really cool. So yeah, really great history lesson today. I learnt definitely a lot. That's it for today, and then a sea day tomorrow, so hopefully I can keep myself occupied, because the sea days I do struggle a bit because I don't like doing nothing. I always have to be doing something, and like with the cruise ship it's obviously very limited, but I do have my Kindle with me. I'm almost at 100 books. I'm at like 94 or something like that, and my goal for the year was only 70, so I've definitely exceeded that. So now I'm trying to reach 100, which I'm really close to. So yep, sea day tomorrow, and then I'm in Barcelona, which is in Spain, and I'm very excited for that. So yeah, I will check in a couple days. Also, it is formal night, so I have my cute little heels on and my dress with pockets. Anytime I have a dress on, the first thing I say, it has pockets, and can't go wrong with a dress with pockets. So that's why I'm looking a little extra snazzy today. Okay, so another day done. Day 8 is complete, which we finished off in Barcelona today, and it was really nice. The weather was beautiful, the day was beautiful, and we didn't have anything planned. We just walked around, and this is one of the first ports that we've had where it's actually been a proper city. So there was like proper shops and like proper like city stuff, I guess you could say. It was a very busy day in Barcelona because it was a weekend as well, and just in general with the tourism, extra people around. So we just walked around. We did lots of walking. I think in total I did about 26,000 steps today. I will even put on like my Apple activity just so you guys can see like how much walking we did. It was crazy. But yeah, I'm glad that the weather wasn't too intense. Like, I feel like the sun here isn't that intense, whereas in Australia, like even on days where it's like 25 degrees, you can really feel the sun, whereas here where it's like 30 degrees and like the sun doesn't feel very hot, which is nice. Because I don't want to feel like I'm getting sunburnt every 2 seconds. So really loving the weather. So yeah, we ended up walking to the famous church that's been building over, I think, about 100 to 200 years. I don't know how to say the name of it without butchering it, so I'll just like pop the name on the screen. And then because we aren't really into seafood, and in Barcelona it's very seafood oriented food, like with the restaurants, we just like went to McDonald's. I know, lame. So along that strip was like McDonald's, Five Guys, which I actually haven't heard of. I think it's like an American burger place, and there was like Taco Bell and just like Burger King and whatever. But yeah, we just settled with Macca's because I was like, can't really go wrong with that, so whatever, we'll just get Macca's and get it over with. And then we ended up walking around. We found like the shops like Uniqlo and Zara. I had to walk around Zara. I found so many things I wanted, but like everything that I liked was sold out in my size. But whatever, ended up saving money that way. But we did end up walking to Sephora because I love makeup. It's one of my favorite things that I like to wear and do. In like if I'm feeling a little stressed, I can just put makeup on and I'll feel good, kind of like working out. And as soon as I walked in, I saw Rem Beauty, which is Ariana Grande's brand, and we don't actually have that in Australia. So I got so excited, and I ended up buying 2 things. So I got the single shadow in Rembot, which is this really fun periwinkle shade. I'm actually wearing it right now. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a really fun color. And then I also picked up the foundation, which I was really excited to try. I saw so many great reviews on this, and I was so excited to pick it up. I literally sat there swatching about 10 different shades, and this one looks pretty good. So I got this shade Fair 6CN, and I really love the bottle. It's really like funky. It's not focusing. It's like really thin bottle. So yeah, I got that, and then we walked past a few souvenir places, but nothing like was really speaking to me. But then, how cute is this? It's like a can opener, not a can opener, like a bottle opener. Mind you, we don't drink like alcohol to even open bottles, but I was like, you know, if we ever have people over and they need a bottle opener, at least we have this really fun one. Because it has a magnet on the back, I can just pop it on the fridge and then I'll never even lose it. So I thought that was really cute. So just a mini shopping haul. Yeah, so that's basically it. We just walked to the church. We went and sat down at a park for a little bit just for some shade. Lots of dogs around, like people walking their dogs, and oh my god, I just wanted to pat every single one. They were so cute. So yeah, that's basically it. Not much to report on today, and I'll check in a couple of days when I am in Gibraltar. So that's going to be very exciting because there's going to be monkeys around hopefully, and monkeys are cute. So yeah, so far really loving this holiday, and I just don't want this to end, but unfortunately all good things must come to an end. But I am very excited to get back into my gym routine. The gym here isn't the greatest because it is quite small, and it also is like very busy. You know, there's one like small gym for about 4,000 people. Not obviously everyone is going to work out, but yeah, I really can't wait to get back into my heavy lifting, but also don't want this to end. It's a love-hate relationship with holidays because you're going out of your routine, but then you're also having a great time, and it's just... Alright, anyways, that's enough rambling.